guys, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. So it is the year 2020, it is a brand new year, and we're going to start off the year with a book haul. So these are books that I've collected within the past couple of months. Some of them are gifts, some of them I picked up from like Half Price Books, because you guys know that's my favorite place to shop, and some are from some book subscription boxes. I almost forgot what I was going to say there. But I just wanted to show you guys the books that I've picked up lately. It's a pretty nice stack. I'm pretty excited about these. I'm really excited about these books. I feel like this is a really good haul, and these are some books that I'm really excited about reading. So let's go ahead and get started with the haul. Okay, so we're going to start off with all the gifts that I got. These are mainly all Christmas gifts that I got from different people during the holiday season. Everybody knows that I love books and I love reading, so I either get gift cards or I get actual books for Christmas. So it was very nice. It was a very great Christmas, and yeah, so the first thing I want to show you guys is Tevin, my fiance, got me a new Kindle for Christmas. So excited about it. This is the Paperwhite. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. But I love it. I've already started reading on it. My plan with this is to basically just read mostly those romances and the cozy mystery books that I like, because usually those come only in mass-produced paperbacks, and I don't like how those look on my shelf, so I'd rather just read them as ebooks and have them here. That way I don't have a bunch of just really small books on my bookshelf that they're not aesthetically pleasing to me. So I have this. I'm so excited. I love it so much. So yes. Okay, the next two books were gifts from my brother and my sister-in-law for Christmas. I have to say, my brother is one of those people, if you tell him what you want for Christmas, he's getting that, he's sticking to it, and yes. So he asked me weeks before Christmas what I wanted. I told him, and he was like, don't tell anybody else, that's what you're getting, it's what I got, and I'm so excited about it. But he got me Two Dark Reigns and Five Dark Fates by Kendar Blake. So these are the last two books in the Three Dark Crowns series. I just read Three Dark Crowns and One Dark Throne. I couldn't remember what the second one was called. But I just read Three Dark Crowns and One Dark Throne in 2019. I absolutely loved them. I was obsessed. I was saying in the videos, I can't remember which videos I was talking about them in, but I had not read a really good fantasy series in so long, and picking up that series was just so amazing. And now I can finish the series this year in 2020, and I'm so excited. I just love this series. If you guys have not picked up the Three Dark Crowns series, I highly recommend it. It's a YA fantasy series, and I feel like the world is not too complicated to follow. I know some fantasy worlds, there's a lot that goes on, and it's really hard to follow, but this one is very good. It's about three triplet sisters who are fighting it out basically to be the queen, and it's just amazing, and I love it, and I highly recommend, and now I cannot wait to get to these two. Okay, the next two books I also received as gifts. So I had joined this group on Twitter. I can't remember who it was. I apologize. But she had asked some booktubers or just book Twitter people if they were interested in doing a Secret Santa kind of thing. And I thought it was a really fun, interesting thing, and so she put this group together. Everybody shared their Amazon wish list, and then she gave you someone to be a Secret Santa of, and then you gifted them with some books. And this is from my Secret Santa. Thank you so much. I loved them so much. But she got me Mira, Tidebreaker, and this is by Danielle Page. This is the graphic novel. I believe this actually was released in 2019, but this is about Mira, and she's the sea queen or whatever with Aquaman. I don't really know a lot about her background story, but I'm very excited about this, and the graphics in this are amazing. So I'm really excited about getting to this one. And then she also got me There Will Come a Darkness, and this is by Katie Rose Poole. I believe this one came out in 2019. If not, I believe it came out in 2018, and I want to say this is about the apocalypse or something or another. I could be wrong. I don't exactly remember, but I do remember it being really popular on BookTube when it was first released, so I cannot wait to get to this one. It's another fantasy book that I'm sure I will love, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm probably wrong about the whole apocalypse thing, but we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully I'll get to this one this year. Okay, and the last book that I got that was a gift, this one is kind of not a usual book that I would talk about on my channel, but I was very excited to get it, and it is this Delish Insane Sweets. This is a dessert cookbook. My friend got this for me. He knows I love to bake. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have said it before, but one of my dreams is to own my own bakery, so I love baking. I love finding new recipes, and this one is full of all the goodness. I will say one of my worst things on baking is cookies, and this has a lot of cookie recipes, so I feel like this will give me a lot of practice on making some cookies. But I'm super excited about this. I've already looked through it. It has some amazing recipes that I cannot wait to try, so I love this. Okay, the next two books that I have, these I actually got from some book box subscriptions. I was subscribed to Owlcrate for a couple of months. I actually stopped my subscription just for a little bit, just because I am getting married this year and I'm trying to save as much money as I can for the wedding, so I figured it was a little bit of extra money that I don't need to be spending, but one day I do hope to get it back. But these are just two books that I did get in some of the boxes, and I was very excited about them. So the first one is actually the Guinevere Deception, and this is by Kirsten White. So I think this is like a King Arthur retelling, and I think Guinevere is like sent to King Arthur to like help be by his side and protect him, is what I've heard. I'm not exactly sure, but I believe this was the December box of Owlcrate. I think it was also the Fairy Loot December box too. But yes, this is it sounds really good. I don't think I've ever read a King Arthur story book, like a retelling or anything like that, but I was very intrigued by this one, so I cannot wait to get to it. And you guys know with Owlcrates, they are all signed, so it is signed by the author, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, and this next one that I also got from an Owlcrate box, I'm actually very upset that I wasn't filming myself when I opened this box, because I had no idea this was going to be the book, and I was so shocked, and I had been anticipating this book all of 2019. I was so excited about it, and it is so beautiful. But it is Winterwood, and this is by Shea Earnshaw. This book is so beautiful. So I actually read The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw in 2018. I think it was my top favorite book of that year that I read. And when I heard that she was writing another story called Winterwood, I believe this is about witches and in the woods in Oregon or something like that, I want to say, I could not wait. And this is not the original cover. This is an Owlcrate special edition, so that is why it is white, and then it has blue sprayed edges, and it is so beautiful. I was so excited when I opened this box and saw this one. I cannot wait to read this book. I just love her writing, and she just, I don't know, she just grabs your attention for the story. I'm at a loss for words reading her books, but this one is just so beautiful. I love it on my bookshelf, and I'm so excited that I got it, and I got this edition, so it's beautiful. I cannot wait to read this book. Okay, and the last few books are some books that I personally just picked up from Half Price Books. I've actually had some gift cards for a while. I got one for my birthday, and then I got some for Christmas. So I've been using my gift cards, picking up some books, and I actually still have some money left over, so I can go get some more. But these are just the ones that I've picked up in the last couple of months, and I'm very excited about. The first one is actually a reread. I have read this book. I've read the entire series of this book, and I didn't own this one when I first read it. A friend let me borrow it, and I just have been waiting for forever to pick it up, and I finally picked it up. But that is going to be Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, and this is book 1 in the Infernal Devices. Now, I have read all of the Mortal Instruments. I've read all the books in the Infernal Devices. I have yet to start the Dark Artifices. I do own Lady Midnight. I just need to read it. I'm behind. But this series, The Infernal Devices, is so good. It was so amazing, and I was so mad that I didn't own this book for so long. But Clockwork Princess is like the best Shadowhunter book I have ever read. It's so great. It bypasses all the rest of them. Now, again, I haven't read The Dark Artifices, but I believe from what I've heard of people who have read all of the books still love Clockwork Princess the most. But yes, I do have this one, so now I have the entire trilogy, and I'm thinking of doing a reread this year. So we'll see. I might get to that, but I do own this now. I have the full trilogy. I'm excited. Okay, this next book. So I had promised to myself that I wasn't going to be buying full series if I hadn't read the first book in the series yet. I was trying to wait and see if I actually liked the book before I, committed to an entire series, spending my money on it. This book, however, I somehow have bought the whole trilogy, and it just happened, and they look really nice on my shelf, and I don't know. I gotta read the first book this year to make sure that I actually like these books and know that I didn't waste my money. But I picked up Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor, so this is the third book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series or trilogy, and yeah, I now own the entire trilogy. Have not read the first book. I've heard amazing things about it. I meant to read them last year when somebody was having a readathon of these books on BookTube, and my plan was to read them, and it didn't happen. So, yeah, now I own all three. Need to read them. I know there's like a novella that follows this too. I haven't seen that one yet, but yeah, I own it. I hope I love it. I haven't read anything by Laini Taylor. I also own Strange the Dreamer. Haven't read that either. Struggling. But hopefully I will get to this trilogy this year in 2020. We'll see. Okay, so this next book actually followed that rule that I made to myself, that I wasn't going to buy a complete series until I had read the first book. So I've read the first book in this series, and now I've picked up book 2, and that is A Court of Mist and Fury, and this is by Sarah J. Maas. So this is the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I think it has another name, but I don't know exactly what that name is. But I just read A Court of Thorns and Roses just a couple of months ago in 2019. I absolutely loved it. I feel like most of the time I was reading it, my mouth was in awe, like, what is happening? This is crazy. Also, I would not consider this series YA. This is definitely like new adult or adult. You could classify this. I feel like there are some things in this that I wouldn't want like a teenager reading, personally. I would have wanted to read it at night as a teenager. My mom probably wouldn't have let me read it as a teenager. But they do classify this. Sometimes I see it as new adult, sometimes I see it as YA. I wouldn't classify it as YA, but it is very good. It is a great series. I cannot wait to get to book 2. It is a chunker. I didn't realize it was so much bigger than the first book. But yeah, hopefully I will get to it soon and read it and love it, and then I'll go find book 3. So I have this. Okay, this next book, this isn't the exact edition that I wanted of this book, but I was just happy that I actually found it because I had been looking for it for a while, and I've heard amazing things about it. But I picked up Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I actually wanted the hardcover, but I found it in paperback, and I just really want to read it, so I picked this one up. I didn't realize when people were talking about it before that it had something to do with villains and superheroes kind of thing. I had no idea when it was first popular on BookTube, and now that I know that, I was even more intrigued, and I was like, okay, I really want to read this. I think I had told myself I had no interest in V.E. Schwab books, but now I do, and now I really want to read this one, so I'm very excited that I have this one, and I picked it up, and I can read it, and this cover, it's not my favorite, but it'll do. It'll do. We'll see if I like it. Hopefully I will get to it this year in 2020. I keep saying that about every book. I have a lot of books I need to read for 2020, apparently. Okay, and this last book that I picked up, this one is also one that I was kind of looking for another book, but then I saw this one, and I decided to get it because I read the synopsis and it intrigued me a little bit more. But I picked up Uprooted by Naomi Novik. I was actually looking for Spinning Silver by her, and I saw this one, and I know this one doesn't have the best reviews. I know Spinning Silver has better reviews, but I was reading the synopsis of this, and it kind of caught my attention again, so I think I really want to read this one too, so I picked it up, and then I will also look for Spinning Silver. But I've heard Naomi Novik's writing is really good. Again, I've heard this one isn't as great as the other one, but I'm still intrigued by it, and I really like these covers, so hopefully I will love this book too. We'll see. Okay, so those are all the books that I have picked up recently. A lot of these books I'm going to have for my TBR. Well, hopefully I could get to all of them in the year 2020, but for sure most of them I do want to have on my radar for 2020 and to get through them. I have a big goal set for myself for the year 2020. My goal is to read 50 books this year, and I guess I gotta get to reading to hit that goal. But I think these are some really, really good books that will help me get to that goal, and I'm so excited about getting to them. If you guys have read any of these, please let me know down below what you guys thought of them, which one I should read first. I mean, there's a lot of options, so let me know which one I should go to next. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.